Guys, I cannot believe that we are already at our 5-year mark of content creation. Man, has it been a crazy ride so far. Man, from just the whole backstory behind where we started and why we started and how crazy all these little things that are not even content creation related, how those had to work together. And for me to just be in the right place at the right time to even learn about this, to have any kind of interest in anything like this is just wild. And then from starting on Mixer and then that breaking up with us and we basically start over. So we start over Facebook Gaming and that wasn't necessarily a good idea, but then Twitch. And I'm just so, and like, I really feel like I can bleed purple there because just the people and you guys on Twitch are absolutely incredible. But I really don't think that I could have gotten here if it wasn't for the people that have come around me or that I've met along the way who have just been incredible encouragement, incredible support, just some of the best people I've ever met. And so I don't actually want to spend too much time talking in today's video because it's really, as much as this is a 5-year anniversary that we're all celebrating together, and because of me making content for so long, I would just be absolutely remiss if I were to try to take credit for all of that. And so I asked some of my friends that I've made over the last 5 years if they would be a part of this video. What we're about to watch right now, I have not ever seen. I'm going to actually be watching it for the first time with you all. And I'm super excited just to be able to celebrate this milestone and hang out with our friends and see what everybody has to say as we all just reminisce over the last 5 years. I'm not going to talk much more. I'm just going to jump right into it, and we're going to start things off with Mr. Topaz UC.
Webby Pumpkin, bro, man, happy 5-year streaming anniversary, man. And I am just so thankful to be a part of the web show with you for another year. It's just been a blessing, and I'm just so grateful that you decided to have little old Topaz as your co-host.
Love
dude,
this
I will
dude.
share a fond memory of the web show. One being the game we played, the card game we played last year, and one of your characters had the power of, your milkshake bringing all the boys to the yard.
Yes.
And I had to submit and had to let you win because the character that I had was a boy. So that was a pretty fun memory. There's so many more. And another one would be the Elmo impersonation, you hearing that for the first time. And now my kids are stuck with watching that video on loop. So thanks for those experiences, bro. Again, happy 5-year anniversary.
I love Topaz so much, man. What a joy it is to be able just to experience gaming and gaming culture and to learn new things and cover that with him every single week. Up next, we got Spaghetti, one of my very first friends I ever made in content creation. We were on Mixer together. Love this dude. He's doing incredible things. I can't wait to hear from him.
Hi, Webby. I just want to say congratulations on 5 years of content creation. It's absolutely crazy to think we met playing Pokemon on a platform that no longer exists anymore. And despite that, you are still, to this day, my favorite person to talk about the ins and outs of streaming and the psychology of everything. You never hesitate to answer any of my crazy questions. Thank you for all the memories, Webby. Congratulations. And thank you for allowing me to be a part of the Pumpkin Patch.
The Pumpkin Patch wouldn't be right without Spaghetti. Oh, I love that so much. It's crazy because, yes, we did meet. Oh my gosh, we did meet over a Mixer playing Pokemon, and I didn't know a thing that I was doing. It was my first time ever really playing Pokemon, and I thought I was hot stuff because Mixer, it was a Microsoft-owned company, so almost everything that you saw in there were like Xbox games because you could just go live to Mixer immediately from your Xbox console, and it was crazy. So if you were streaming a Nintendo game, you were like top tier echelon, and I was like blowing up like crazy. Met Spaghetti. Till this day, if anything Pokemon related comes up, like I'll turn to him and to Topaz because I don't know what I'm talking about, but Spaghetti's like the real deal. Love that dude. Thank you so much, man, for being a part. He's not the only friend that I made over on Mixer for the first time. This next guy, he has gone by a couple names. I originally met him as Firelord. And then he's been Glentastic, and now he is Glenn Reacts, and I can't wait to hang
Hey,
out and see what he
Webby,
said.
and everyone who's gonna be watching this. If you guys don't know, my name is Glentastic. Wait. Something's not right. Hold on. All right, that's much better. All right, as you guys know, repping the Webby merch, because this is for Webby. Yo, Webby. What's up, man? Man, we've known each other for so long. It's crazy how long
Yeah,
we've known each other for.
the whole time.
Man, there's so many words I gotta say, so many things I want to say, but, you know, this isn't the Glenn style that I want to do.
Oh my
So,
gosh, what are you gonna do?
You know what? Let's do it. Let's go to the Glenn style. I'll see you guys there.
What the? Shut up!
Webby, we knew each other back in the mix of days. This song I made, give you all the praise. It was amazing to see you grow. Start off the seeds, look at that glow. Giving the world that Webby positivity, showing them there's all possibility. Webby, happy 5-year anniversary. I known you 4 years of the anniversary. I see you grow. I see you grow. Look at the glow. Look at the glow. You made YouTube partner. You made YouTube partner. Webby, happy 5-year anniversary. Showing the community all of his love. Putting everybody always above. Webby, you're an amazing creator. Even took out a freaking gator. Knew me when I was Fire Lord. Even met Woke Lord and Earth Lord. Webby, happy 5-year anniversary. I known you 4 years of the anniversary. I see you grow. I see you grow. Look at that glow. Look at that glow. You made YouTube partner. You made YouTube partner. Webby, happy 5-year anniversary. Webby, I'm happy for all the friendship we have. I'm happy for the content we had. Here's to many years of more content. Webby Army, let's all represent. Webby, happy 5 years anniversary, and here's to 5 more years.
Oh,
But hey, Webby,
my gosh.
dude, I hope you like that song. Yeah, I made, as you heard, I made that song for you, buddy. So basically now I made 2 songs before Scott Sky. you know. Nah, but seriously, dude, I'm so happy for you. Happy 5 years, man. Like, some people would say we would consider each other friends. You're not my friend, Webby. You're my brother because of how long we've known each other. So, happy 5 years, Webby. Happy 5 more, my friend. Catch you later.
dang. Glenn, thank you so much, dude. I have to 100% say that is the last thing that I expected to happen. That is not what I expected at all, but also I should have. I don't know what I was thinking. Oh man, I appreciate you, and I appreciate just the sincerity and the genuineness that you've shown over the last 5 years, dude. I just thank you so much. I really appreciate it. It's funny, so Glenn made a little joke about how he made 2 songs before Scott Sky, because one of my good friends, Scott Sky, had come on and he was working on a little bit of a rap hip-hop career. Life and work just kind of got busy, but he had talked about making an intro song, and he was like, I'll try to do that. And Glenn wrote it. He wrote one and beat him to the punch. And to this day, I still don't have that song from Scott Sky, but now I've got 2 from Glenn. And so I think it's only fitting that the next person that we hear from is Scott Sky, because maybe he has something to say to this. I don't know, but here's Scott Sky.
Man, 5 years of
I
Webby
know.
Pumpkin. I remember the days before there was a Webby Pumpkin. And I remember going to lunch, going to Taco Bell, and just having these brainstorming sessions and seeing you dream and plan. And now look, 5 years later, you're able to do something that you love, something that brings creativity to the world, something that's just enjoyable, that makes people smile. And, I know there's been some times where you're like, man, should I keep doing this? And look, you kept doing it, and look where you've come. And there's so much more to do with Webby Pumpkin. So, hey, bro, never give up. Keep pushing. You're bringing smiles and joy to people that are watching you, whether it's streaming or listening to the podcast or whatever content you create. Keep doing it, bro. And I'm proud of you. I'm excited to see what the next 5 years of Webby Pumpkin will be like. And hey, let's go ahead and get this thing going. Congratulations, Webby Pumpkin, to 5 years.
Let's go. Thanks, man. I really appreciate that. I appreciate the encouragement. I'm looking forward to the next 5, and I'm so grateful, so grateful for what's been so far. Ooh. I remember one of my biggest raids that I ever got came from a guy who ended up being one of my favorite people on the platform. His name is Real Poison Kill. And I am honored by the fact that he also got in that submission and was like, here, my guy. I got you a little something. I can't wait to hear from this dude. Thank you so much, Scott. Thank you so much, Real Poison.
Hello, Focus. Thank you. I did this once. Back when you first asked, 'cause I was so honored. I was so excited. But I didn't send it because I didn't like it. And something must have come up and I forgot. And then I remembered. But I was still busy with something because you sent a reminder. Then you're like, guys, tomorrow's the deadline. I'm like, I just told Maddie, I was like, I'm going to do this. But you're editing this, which means I don't have to worry about it. I can do it in one take. You know what? You can just edit out these straggly hairs too. I'm
not gonna. You look great. What are you talking about?
Hi, everybody. My name is Real Poison Kill, as the light clearly depicts. It's actually a series of lights, not just a single light. Doesn't really matter. I met Webby Pumpkin years ago, and he and I have been making content around the same time. I remember when we first met, the immediate mental visualization that his name gave me was of my nephew on Halloween running around in a Spider-Man costume. I don't really know why. I think it's Webby, Spider-Man, Pumpkin, Halloween. It's just where my mind immediately went. So what the true inspiration behind his name is, honestly, I've never asked, and now I have to know, so I hope this video contains that. But what I will say is, in the time that I've known him, despite all of our funny mishaps with raids, which is typically, he'll raid me as I'm raiding somebody else, so it ends in the middle of it, or I'll raid him and have to go get some food or pee or something like that after a stream and come back, and he's raided somebody else. It's always been a bunch of mishaps with some of our raids.
We stream at the same time.
But he has become one of those people that, even if he doesn't always put out quality content to what his standards are, because we're our own worst enemies in the content creation space, you know that what he puts out, he has given it the certification of his heart. You can really feel the passion in what he does. And I don't mean that as an insult by any means, because you can make the best YouTube video in the world and probably still think, could have been better. You can always find those things. And I think that's what resonates the most with me in Webby, because he has seen me with peak viewership. He has seen me in a lull where I was just going through a time and I was rebuilding. And he's seen me now where I'm, above the rebuilding, but I'm not in the peak phase. And it's just kind of a passionate thing I get to do for community. And never once can I think of a time where I've been treated differently because of my own viewership, because of my own quality of content, because of anything about me. It was just because he liked I don't know why he actually ever liked me, but he was always kind to me. And I think that's kind of what I'm trying to get to right now, is it wasn't so much that he was just kind to me, it's that he's kind to anyone I've ever seen him interact with. We have a different way of speaking where I'm more on the fart joke and the laugh emoji phase. He might articulate things a little bit differently, but I feel like those are just nice ways that when you look back through his Twitter timeline, when you think back of times where he might have been in your chat, or times he might have been in his chat, when you see that, it's like, wow, he's always been consistent. So, brother, man, congratulations on 5 stinking years. Rest in peace, Mixer. And may Twitch not recreate that for this anniversary. May we see, you know what? My brain just farted. Can we edit this out?
I'm not gonna, because you're killing it.
Brother, man, congratulations on 5 years. I got nothing but love for you. May God continue to bless your journey. Seriously, this is an exciting time that we live in, because we do get to create hobbies around our interests and share it with people anywhere in the world, and it not be limited to just locals or friends or just our own skills that we hope to be made big someday in the Coliseum with, I don't know, 1,000 people. I don't know how big those were. I just finished watching the Percy Jackson shows, and so I'm thinking about Rome. This isn't what this is about. This is about a man that reminds me of pumpkins and Spider-Man. A quality man. Thank you for always being so quality and kind to me. Thank you for creating what you've created. Thank you for being consistent over 5 years. It's hard to do. I know that is from my own experience and from seeing a lot of friends come and go in that time. So many more have gone than have stayed.
Yeah.
You're still here. May 5 years continue for you, my man. 5 more years. And honestly, let's see it be big. Let's see that household name be Webby Pumpkin. Nothing but love, brother. God bless.
Man, Real Poison, thank you so much. Yes, dude, you are one of the funniest, most just bubbly, energetic dudes, and that is what immediately drew me to you whenever you first read it to me, and then I got to be a part of your community. I was like, oh, because I was always about pumpkin positivity, and you were all like, you were about the same thing, not the pumpkin portion, but you were always about positivity and encouraging other people, even on like those down days. Just like I tell my community all the time how I believe that positivity or encouragement or faith, that those things, sometimes we run out of those a little bit. Sometimes we feel like we have a little bit of extra. And I genuinely believe those things can be loaned out and borrowed. And so I believe that pumpkin positivity, what that looks like in this community is, if you're having a bad day and I've got a little bit extra to give, then I can loan some of that to you, loan a little bit of extra faith, loan a little bit of extra encouragement, whatever that may look like, or vice versa. And so that we can do actual life together, so that we can actually see positive change or positive impact on the lives of the community. And I've got your answer, my guy. I got your answer. The name, it's a little anticlimactic, I'm gonna be honest. The name Webby Pumpkin is the piece of my very first Xbox gamer tag. I never had an Xbox until I was basically already an adult. I just kind of inherited one as I got married. My wife had one, but she didn't do anything with it, so I made my first gamer tag, and it was Webby Pumpkin 262, and I thought it was dumb. I opted to keep it as I reflected on it a second though, because I am the baby of all my siblings, and I live in Mississippi, where it's very southern here. And so as the baby of all my aunts, uncles, my parents, like grandparent, my nickname as the baby was actually Pumpkin, because Mississippi, but Pumpkin was my nickname, and I was like, oh, okay. And my entire life, I have always resonated and loved Spider-Man, and he was the web head, so I decided, okay, Webby Pumpkin is kind of me. And on Mixer, I actually went by Webby Pumpkin 262, which is a branding nightmare. And so whenever that all died and I had to change platforms anyway, I thought that would be the right time to drop the 262 and just embrace the name Webby Pumpkin. And so that's how that happened. That's how we're here, my guy. And so you have your explanation, and thank you so much. It would not have been nearly as much fun or nearly as worth it these last 5 years without meeting you and without that friendship, dude. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you so much more. Speaking of the friends we've met along the way, we're going to let a lady jump in here. We're going to mix it up a little bit. One of my favorite people, and the very first person that I ever did a true feud with, an actual Twitch content creation war. It's Pre-Pony. And despite the fact that we fought and we had a big war and everything, she's super genuine, and I'm super, super glad that she is a part of this video. And I have not seen what she's done, and I'm looking at the thumbnail right now, and it's looking crazy. So I can't wait to watch it. Here's Pre-Pony.
Oh, hey, it's me, Pre. I just thought, since we're celebrating Webby, what better way to do that than wearing my Spyro onesie, since you love
absolutely.
Spyro.
You're correct.
And I just want to say congratulations, Webby, on 5 years. That's so amazing. But not only is it amazing for you, it's amazing for all of us. Not only am I wearing my Spyro onesie, but I want to show off this too. There's a shirt underneath. And it's Webby Pumpkin merch.
Oh, okay.
And it's right here, okay?
Is it about the feud? It's
so
the feud.
This shirt, actually, it's a
feud.
unicorn with a pumpkin. And Webby made this for a Fortnite feud that we had, where my community and his community battled it out. But because Webby doesn't do anything lightly, he's either like at 100 or 0. So he's either like not into it or like, we're gonna do this. He made merch, and I want to show you the merch again. Okay, ready? So it's a unicorn and a pumpkin. Notice it's not just a pumpkin, even though this is his merch for the event, because that's not the type of guy Webby is. It's never just about him, it's about everybody. He's somebody who's always very aware for everybody. And that's not just me as a content friend, but that's also anybody you can find in his chat. Like, he is there for every single individual there. You also might think, Pri, you have a lot of balloons in your room.
You do,
yeah, I
actually.
do. And that's also kind of Webby's fault. Okay, so I have seen lots of people do Balloon the Room streams, but it wasn't until I saw Webby do it for his birthday that I was like, oh my goodness, I also need to do this, because you won't be surprised if you know him, but Webby is inspiring, right? And it's not just about the things that he does like during his stream, but it's the way that he does it. It's the tone that he sets. Something that is a part of his community is he calls it pumpkin positivity. And that means that he keeps his chat positive and tries to do everything that he does, trying to be positive and encouraging others to do the same. And I am just so inspired by that. I think we need more people that have a platform to devote to that, to being centered on community, to not be self-centered around everything being about them, and to also inspire positivity. And so, Webby, congratulations. Thank you so much for being my friend. And I encourage everybody to get to know him because he's just that guy. I remember when he actually rated me, and he was so nice to me. I was and I am a small streamer, and he was just so encouraging, and that has stayed the same throughout our whole content creating relationship. He has been so encouraging and so uplifting and so willing to share his ideas. I remember asking him if I could do the Balloon the Room, and he was like, 100% yes, of course, do it. And then he came into that stream and was encouraging there too. And honestly, if you're not into content creating yourself, that is rare. I've had actually really close friends of mine that I've met through Twitch get upset when I do something that maybe they feel like they did first. So he doesn't gatekeep. He is so willing to not only share his ideas, but more importantly, he shares his heart. So thank you so much, Webby, for being all of our friends, and thank you for sharing your heart. Bye!
Thank you so much for those kind words. Oh my gosh. It's funny because there was like allusions to the things that you said, but I love doing this. And you're right, I don't want the idea of ballooning the room or anything like that. I want people to, I want to see the water level rise. I'm not trying to like be a rocket. I really just want to see the water level rise. And if the water level rises, then all the ships do too. And so you guys can't see my hand because I'm on a green screen. And then all the ships do too. And I completely mirror what you said. Just thank you for being a friend as well, because you've been super encouraging and super there. And like, listen, yeah, maybe you were a small streamer and maybe you still are, but it's so super proud of you because you have outgrown me. I don't know if I had more or less like followage and viewership than you did when we met, but I know by far that I have less than you now. And you are right at, if not more by the time that this comes out, then doubled me in followage, and you kill it with just interaction and community, and you absolutely kill it with views, and you're doing great things. And it really means a lot to me to hear all those kind things that you had to say about the pumpkin patch, about this community. So thank you so much. It is an honor and a privilege to know you as well. Thank you. This next guy, oh my goodness, has literally been there since day one, and has never, to my knowledge, has never shown his face. This is kind of a big deal. This is the biggest deal, hashtag face reveal, for one of my dearest friends that I really don't think I could do any of this without. And that's Mr. Whittier Jones. Mr. Whittier, I can't wait to hear what you had to say, my friend.
You beautiful gourd. How has it been 5 years already? It seems like just yesterday we were selling the seeds for the first time when you got the idea to become a streamer. And now here you are, pro streamer mode activated. Woo! But I have absolutely enjoyed being on this wild ride with you. It's been an honor to have been here from the very beginning, to see what all you're accomplishing. You have built an amazing pumpkin patch here with some of the most amazing people that I get to now call friends.
Shut up.
It's definitely been an honor, and I'm proud of you, friend. I love you, man. Cheers to the next 5 years.
Oh, Whittier, I love you too so much, dude. Like, I mean every word of it. You are the most just sincerely dearest friend to me. And I'm so glad that you were a part, not just a part of the pumpkin patch and this community thing, but I am just so grateful that you're just a part of my life in general. And yes, the pumpkin patch and Webby Pumpkin is better because of you, but also, and even maybe more so, the me am better because of you. So thank you so much for the kind words, and thank you for being there. You are the absolute best, dude. Thank you. All right. Speaking of guys that I love, Jate Live was one of the actually, so it was a kind of a duo thing, but one of the first people that I met in content creation outside of streaming, actually. Now, he doesn't fully claim this because it's not really when we talk, but I actually somehow got wrangled into like a conference at my day job, and he was one of the speakers, and I was like, this guy is cool. So I followed him on Twitter, and it was Twitter at the time, on Twitter and on Twitch, and I was like, this is so cool. And before I got off that day, he had followed me back on Twitter. No, sorry, I just followed him on Twitter. That's all it was. He had followed me back on Twitter and followed me on stream, and then that's when I was like, oh, that's his. I should have already realized this, but his Twitch name and his Twitter name are the same. And so then I followed him on Twitter, on Twitch, hung out with him. He was super great, and I knew that he was one of two guys that I had to have on for a serious conversation in season 3 of the web show. And we talked about how we can pursue our ambitions or continue to chase after the things that we desire, like our goals, without compromising on our convictions. It was one of my, it's till this day, in my top 5 favorite episodes of all of the web show episodes that we've done. This guy exudes encouragement and exudes care everywhere that he goes, and I'm super glad that he's a part here, even though he submitted this a day late. I can't wait to have him in here. This is my friend Jate Live.
Hey,
what's
Webby,
up, buddy?
Sorry I didn't get this in sooner. I know this is probably too late, but I was really busy playing Pal World, and so
I get it.
Webby, congrats on a long time streaming. It's a lot, and it's a hard journey, and I know that like a lot of things have gone back and forth for you, and I'm proud of you for continuing to pick yourself up and be like, this is something I believe in, this is something I want to keep doing, and something that I find joy in. And honestly, people are blessed every time that they're in your stream, because you're personable, you care about them, you make it an individual experience for the people watching, and that is something that a lot of people can't get from bigger streamers. Most of the time they can't get it from smaller streamers either. They can't get it from anybody. Somebody that's willing to put the time and effort into making people seen. And it's super important. It's so dang important, and I think it's really underrated. It's definitely undervalued, and I'm just very thankful that that's the decision that you've made to make people individually feel loved. And so I love you for that. I'm very thankful for you, and I always feel safe sending raids over your way. And anytime that somebody is from your community, I know that they're going to be somebody who's is cared for, and also who just understands that they understand the importance of fostering a community that's more important than just the streamer, but actually the community as a whole. And so for all of these reasons and so many more, I'm so glad that you are back in the streaming world, and hopefully we will be able to keep you here as long as possible. Love you, Webby. Take it easy. Congrats.
Thanks, man. Love you too so much. So encouraged by you. And yeah, I guess I'm here to stay. I love it. But I love it not because of what people think that I love it for. It's not about the playing games. I can play games without streaming, to be completely honest. As a matter of fact, I would save money and perhaps time if I only played games instead of streaming. And it's not really about the notoriety, though I've never been recognized in the store. You know what I mean? So it's not about that. It is by far about you guys, about the friends. That's why I wanted you guys in here. It's about you guys and the friends and the connections that I've made along the way, and that I consistently get to chat with in the comment section on YouTube, or whether it's in my Twitch chat. It just is super, super encouraging and really, really fulfilling and uplifting for me. So I love that. And by far, I'm just grateful. I'm grateful that we met, and I'm grateful to have you as a part of it. Okay, last up, but most certainly not least, another really great friend and one of the most genuine people that I have ever met on the platform ever is my friend Loki Rampage.
Hey guys, Loki Rampage here. I am just sending this video over to congratulate Webby Pumpkin on 5 years of content creation. Webby, that is an amazing, amazing achievement. As a content creator myself, I know 5 years is a very long time to be in the public eye and to put out content for that long. I know you did take a break for about a year at one point, and you came back better than ever, my friend. You have reached YouTube partner, you have you surpassed 600 followers on Twitch, which from what I'm understanding is the highest that you've been on any platform, which is amazing. I am so honored to be sending this video and to be part of the celebration. 5 years, Webby. Here's to 5 more.
Thank you so much, friend. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. It's been the best ride. Yes, we are currently at a point where I had grown the most originally on Mixer, and I had it varied a little bit in the last few days as people were deleting their accounts and changing. I topped out at 603 as the highest number, but on the last day that the servers were still up, I had 596 followers on Mixer when it was finally done, if I remember correctly. It's been a while. It's been 5 years. And it was really, really just crazy and awe-inspiring. The night, I remember the night, and it came from one of Loki's raids. I remember the night that we passed that number, and it was this last year, it was 2023, and it was just so crazy that after all this time, it felt like we had really done something. And then how amazing was it that not even a month after that, we surpassed that number as well on YouTube, and that's just mind-boggling. Especially, can I just be real with you guys, as someone who really struggles to feel like he is consistent or feel like he is doing this content creation thing justice, as someone who really struggles with that, it was one of those nights where I just sat down on the couch in the living room after the stream had ended and after all that was done, and I just kind of sat there and I just took a breath in and just sat in that moment for a minute. And it was just special, and it still is special. And each day is a brand new adventure and a brand new stepping stone into whatever is happening in the next 5 years. That is wrapping up our video. But I just want to say, from the bottom of a little pumpkin's heart, thank you guys so much for the last 5 years. It is quite literally only possible the way that I've kept energy and been able to pivot and try to redo it. It is only possible because of you guys, my friends, and you guys, the community. Even if you're not pictured in this video, you that have commented or gifted bits or subscribed or followed or shared posts on your own personal social medias, because I know you have done it, and some of you do it even still consistently on your own. That takes up your real estate as a person, and you have decided that you, for whatever reason, that I am worthy of that bit of space and that bit of advertising or area on your personal feed. And thank you is really the only word that I have. The only word that I have for that. There have definitely been ups and downs. But when I look back at the overarching picture of the entire 5 years, I am so grateful to look back and to see where we are right now, and so thankful that I didn't stop, and that I am still here, and that I've met you guys. And I cannot even imagine, because this has already surpassed where I could have imagined, but I cannot even imagine where we'll be in 5 more. Thank you guys. I love you guys so much more than you even realize. It really is something that, like, just this relationship in this community is something like nothing else I've ever experienced in my entire life. And I look forward to continuing experiencing that with you. Thank you again, and I will see you guys next week in the next video. See ya.